Protecting county water resources is something we can all do something about, even our children. As County Senior Environmental Specialist Stacy Greco shows us, local kids are getting a messy lesson in keeping our water clean.
I'm here with Lori Sheldon, a volunteer with the Watershed Action Volunteer Group, which is an activity-oriented volunteer organization here in Alachua County. What do we have here, Lori?
Well, this model is called an Enviroscape. We talk about pollution, talk about a watershed, and what is a shed? Well, it's where we store things. So this is a watershed. That's where the water is stored.
How do the kids interact with this model?
Well, they like interacting with the model, and we try to emphasize, there are several of us, and we try to emphasize to the boys and girls that we only use things that are harmless to them. And I say, well, you know what these are? And they say, oh yeah, these are cookie sprinkles. And this stands for the fertilizer. And we have to use fertilizer on the golf courses, and so the boys and girls come up and they sprinkle green all over, and we talk about, oh goodness, put lots of fertilizer on there. This happens to be the red sprinkles, and this is the environmental type of fertilizer we use in our yards for our trees and all our, and of course you say, well, it's going into the street. Well, lots of times we make mistakes and put things on the street. And we use these and get lots of comments from the boys and girls. These are the animal waste. And they all go, ooh, and look at the animal waste going into the waterway. Then they get to come up, and this is oatmeal, but they sprinkle it, we sprinkle along the highway. This is when, and the streets, when people throw out plastic bags, and this is the pollution that we see, that people are polluting things. And then what we do, usually to have boys and girls come up and they all get to squirt. They love to squirt.
Is that rain?
Yes, that is rain. And look at the fertilizer being washed down into this storm drain, and it's onto the highways. That can cause an accident. Also can cause pollution. It'll bring the, and also this is not protected. This is soil that's being taken by the farmer, and it is not, it could have fertilizers, it could have chemicals in it, and it could also go down into the Santa Fe River or into any of the waterways. And the boys and girls, they like to make sure that everything is taken off of the land up here, and they get it down into the sinkhole. And then when we pull this plug, and I ask one of the boys or girls to come up and pull it, and they can see it going down there, and then they say, ooh, and then we pull it out and let them look at it and say, well, this is what makes your drinking water. And then they swear up and down they're never going to drink again. They're never going to have another glass of water. But it gets them to really think, and they participate. They tell you their family stories and vow to go home and change their ways.
If you want to learn more about becoming a Watershed Action volunteer or getting a demonstration in your classroom or at your organization, give us a call at 352-264-6800.